Speaker. Last week, people across the nation and in 51 other countries around the world came together to raise awareness about eating disorders. It was National Eating Disorders Awareness Week, a time not only to learn the facts, but also to give people the knowledge and the resources to treat and prevent eating disorders. Most people know that eating disorders are common in our country. They may even know about them through experience, whether through a friend, a family member, or perhaps they suffered or continue to struggle with one personally. What is actually not known as much is how prevalent they are, the reasons why they occur, and what we can do to prevent these tragic illnesses. According to the Eating Disorder Coalition, eating disorders impact at least 14 million Americans and are so common that 1 to 2 out of every 100 children in America has one. Although eating disorders affects both men and women, the young and the old, and all the races and economic classes, we know that they are 7 times more likely to impact women. In fact, 1 in 200 American women suffer from anorexia, and 2 to 3 in 100 women suffer from bulimia, the 2 most common eating disorders. Distinguished by an obsession with thinness and fear of weight gain, anorexia usually results in extreme weight loss because of restricted eating habits. Bulimia is similar in that those suffering from it also have an obsession with weight and body image. However, while anorexics restrict their food consumption, bulimics instead purge their food after binge eating. Both anorexia and bulimia can cause heart problems, brain damage, osteoporosis, and even death. Anorexia has the highest mortality rate of any mental illness, and those suffering from it are 57 times more likely to die of suicide relative to their peers. Many people are also not aware that they can be genetically predisposed to an eating disorder. As reported by the Eating Disorder Coalition, 50 to 80% of the factors determining who develops an eating disorder are based on a person's genes. However, just possessing one of those genes does not automatically result in an eating disorder. Other factors like peer pressure and false advertising can be the ultimate contributors. More and more academic evidence, as well as a study by the American Medical Association, has linked eating disorders with unrealistic body images found in advertising. By the time our children reach 17 years of age, they will have been exposed to 150,000 television commercials depicting unrealistic body sizes. Too often, this exposure, combined with other factors like a genetic predisposition, feeling of inadequacy, societal pressures, and competition, depression, or anxiety, can lead to an eating disorder. The kinds of altered or photoshopped images found in our media today can cause unrealistic expectations of what the body is supposed to look like, causing emotional, mental, and physical health issues, and often resulting in an eating disorder. That is why I plan to offer legislation to look at how advertising can more closely resemble the true human form, while making sure that artistic expression and the freedom of media outlets are not restricted. If enacted into law, this bill would have the Federal Trade Commission work with stakeholders like the Eating Disorders Coalition and other experts across our nation to study the serious impact of advertising that promotes unrealistic body image expectations, and then report back to Congress on how to best stop the destructive impact of this practice. Together, Congress can have a positive impact on the tragic epidemic of eating disorders, and I look forward to working with my colleagues to bring this important legislation to the floor soon. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back the balance of my time.